The orchard in winter. Today is the 10th of January and we've had very cold weather for a couple of weeks now. This has been the coldest winter here in England, that's old England, for a long time. We have some quite beautiful shapes of frost. This is a wood pile from last year. We did a lot of hedge work, and you can see here's a hedgerow. We planted this hedge about 10 years ago. This is hazel. You can see the frozen catkins. Beautiful wood hazel, so useful for so many things. We also planted hawthorn and sloe. You can see there's a bit of hedge work there where that strong upright growth has been cut down and layered. It's growing away. It thickens up the hedge. Hedge gives shelter for birds. It gives shelter from wind. It helps beneficial pollinating insects. And generally the row of trees next to the hedge seems to grow a bit better. You can see the beautiful catkins. These are the male flowers of the hazel, which emerge in the middle of winter. The male flowers, or rather, the female flowers, you don't see very often because they're only about 3 millimeters diameter. This is the cider section of the orchard. You can see there's a few blackbirds around eating the fruit which fell or which didn't get marketed. This is a cider apple tree variety Yarlington Mill. A couple of broken branches. These trees fruited incredibly well. Later on I'll saw this off just there. A few broken branches, it's not the end of the world. Today is the day we have our wassail. It's an old custom, rather like Morris dancing, and we will be having our Morris dancing friends here today. It's an old custom, no one knows exactly what it was, but mainly a midwinter festival, usually in the orchard, involving a bonfire, songs, strong drink, traditionally hot spiced cider, or indeed strong ale. We were doing hot spiced cider, the discharge of firearms into the air, that sort of thing, and hanging bits of toast in a tree for the robins. There's a load of discarded fruit. It's a shame, these are very nice apples, these kids' orange reds. These were picked, put into boxes, but we just couldn't sell them. We didn't have enough markets. We sold well, we sold plenty of apples. At the end of the season we had more fruit than we could manage, and they didn't keep so well, so they have been discarded. And the birds are enjoying them. This is the bonfire I've just been making. We'll be lighting this in about 4 or 5 hours. Think of it as a piece of installation art. Here are some trees which were dug out for genuine reasons a year ago. There's the roots, you see the roots were hacked out. They've dried out, they'll burn well. In the heart of the fire is our Christmas tree, Norway spruce. We always put our Christmas tree up on the 24th of December and take it down on the 6th of January. Keep the 12 days of Christmas as is traditional. There's a lot of old apple prunings in there, and there's a lot of willow. This is a bit of a shame, this willow, we grow willow for weaving baskets, but yeah, we picked a lot. We didn't weave the baskets, we stored it badly. You can see this is a real reality orchard here, not a model orchard. So anyway, it should go up very well tonight. Up there is a jar of fat, the dripping from various beef and pork joints, cooked and stored. That's a plastic jar, and as the fire reaches it, that will melt and drip down. Won't be using any diesel, we'll be using some dry larch and the remains of the Christmas tree. And weather being okay, there's a bit of rain coming in from the north, but it's not going to reach us tonight. That wassail bonfire should go up with a flame reaching about 15 feet or so. Oh, by the way, I mentioned consuming alcohol and discharging firearms. Now, you can't do both of those together, so guess which one we're not going to do.